welcome Father Ben Nebres, founding chair of Sinergia Foundation.
Good afternoon to you, all of you. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. So good to see all of you. Ang sinabi sa akin is I was supposed to share with you about keeping the faith and keeping true to our mission. Keeping the faith means continuing, pagpatuloy, huwag susuko. Unang-una, I think we heard so many inspiring stories of leaders who really keep the faith. Maganda nga yung the way that Secretary Rex Caslan put it, be relentless, huwag susuko. Marami mang hadlang na dinadaanan natin, hindi susuko. And then we saw that you can win. You can win. He showed that as mayor of Valenzuela, took 9 years. Pero within that 9 years, they were able to reduce the number of non-readers. Alam natin na pakaraming non-readers or frustrated readers sa atin, but it's proven that pwedeng gawin. And listening to Secretary Abalos, they were able to overcome malnutrition by being relentless. So unang-una, I hope you were inspired by that. Inspired ba tayo? Yes. So, because we are inspired, dapat also, we should also try to keep the faith. Of course, Ma'am Winnie Monson was trying to push them to talk about the failures and the problems. But you can always focus on the problems. That's what I've learned in my life. Or you can just focus on finding solutions. There will always be problems. Marami kong kaibigan, nakakasama, medyo sigurista, nakikita nila yung, when you propose something, kita nila yung problema, susuko na. But you cannot do that. You have to find a way. Be relentless, push, and you will often succeed. But why should we do that? Ang dami nating, we have so many needs ourselves. Why should we do? Why should we push? Why should we try to push education all the more? I'll tell you one recent experience. I went to Sulu 2 months ago. You may wonder why I went to Sulu. First time ko doon. Kasi Sinergia has been there in Sulu for many, many years. And we had a very painful experience, I think around 2008, 2009, when a principal of one of our schools in Patikul was kidnapped, and he did nakabayad ng ransom, and he was beheaded, poor man. So we were really shaken. We were really shaken in Sinergia when that happened. I went there kasi last year I read in 2022 na papayapa na, it's peaceful now in Patikul. There was an article in the Inquirer that said that there is a nightlife now. There are people, the people are out now. They go to the beaches now. Sabi ko, milagro, no? Milagro. We were always so afraid of that. And so I went, 9-hour boat trip there. And there, one of the places we visited was, I was with some friends, Phil-Am friends, who are doing tutorials online for out-of-school youth. It's a program called Click Me. They're doing right now about 1,000 out-of-school youth in our country. And the idea is to tutor them with some people, but also online. And doon, the 100 young people, mga 18 to 25 out-of-school youth, we're trying to tutor them para they can pass the high school equivalency and hopefully get some IT skills, and get a better job. And what really struck all of us is, all of them, ganito ang kwento nila. I had to drop out of school because of poverty. Parang wala nang pag-asa sa buhay. Ngayon, nabuhayan ulit ng pag-asa sa akin. You have given us hope now. And listening to them, that effort to try to give them high school equivalency was giving them so much hope. Their faces began to light up with hope again. And one of them, I cannot forget him, he was a young man, maybe already early 20s. He was imprisoned for 7 years for a crime he did not commit. He was finally released. But he was actually His education was very limited. I think he studied in Arabic school in Baguio, and he was teaching students. But sabi niya, I realized that my students need the skills that I cannot give, so I would like to get his high school equivalency, get a better education so I can teach them. What struck us was that he was not bitter. He was in prison for 7 years. He was not bitter. All he wanted to do was to learn something so he could educate others, so he could give hope to others. So sabi namin sa amin, we have to succeed. We have to persevere. We have to be relentless. Kasi tignan mo yung mukha nila. They're looking forward to this education in order to have a better life. Ito talaga ang katuparan ng kanilang mga pangarap. They're hoping that we will fulfill their dreams. And when you look at their faces, I remember their faces, how can you withdraw? How can you give up? Paano ka susuko when you look at them? And I think that's really, what keeps us together. Why should we be relentless? Bakit tayo susuko? I have an older sister, madre siya. She was the directress for 25 years of St. Teresa's Quezon City. And she's about week now. And she was telling my younger sister, tell Ben that he's already old. He should not be traveling around anymore. And after my trip to Sulu, he should not be doing that anymore. But why do I do that? Because of young people like them. I think all of us, we are here because we see the faces of these children. Nakita rin yung mga bata walking to school, 3-5 kilometers, little children. We see their parents sacrificing for them. Why? Because they hope in education for a better life. So how can we not give our best to make sure that the schools are good? How can we not make sure that they really learn in their school? Kasi mabibigo. Kung di natin gagawin, mabibigo ang kanilang pangarap. And how can we do that? We cannot do that. We cannot let go. Kaya, yun, we have to be relentless. We have to keep the faith. And to be true to our mission. Napaka-basic yung pagsabi ni Secretary Gatchalian. Make sure every child can read. Make sure children are not hungry. At naipakita niya na pwedeng magtagumpay. They were able to do it in Valenzuela, being relentless. And I said, ganun din sa malnutrition. I was talking to Vice Mayor Lori kanina, Vice Mayor of Valenzuela. She said, the number of wasted children has really gone down. But anyway, whatever our situation, kailangang magpatuloy tayo. I've been in Synergia since, 20 years? and we have our example of relentlessness in our president, Ma'am Nene here. Is still there. She keeps saying she will resign, but she will not. Hindi ka mag-resign, di ba? Hindi pwede. Maraming beses sabihin niya na pagod na siya. But she's still here. For the same reason, we cannot let the dreams of our children, we cannot let the dreams of our mothers be lost. Hindi natin pwedeng pabayaan sila. And so, yeah, we're here. Nandito kayong lahat. We're invited to keep the faith. We're invited to be relentless. Anumang nararamdaman natin mga problema, anumang frustration about corruption or whatever it is, we are frustrated, but we have to go on. So thank you for being here. You are also our inspiration. They were telling me that we thought we'd get 600, and we have over 850 here. So you are also an inspiration for us. Na your own commitment, to the dreams of our children, yun naman talaga, hindi naman para sa atin ito. Para sa mga bata, para mga mothers nila. We are here to fulfill the dreams of our parents and of our children. I think everywhere we go, when education summits, we find out that all, the mothers especially, they have only one dream. Sabihin nila, the mothers who are themselves not educated and so forth, they will say, tanggap namin na ganito ang buhay namin. Pero pangarap namin na magiging masaganda ang buhay ng aming mga anak. They are willing to accept their limitations, but they have a dream for a better life for our children. So let us not let that dream be lost.